Yo. Wait, I can't hear you. Talking to the mic?
I didn't bring my glasses, so I'm gonna pull up.
Do you want to get them? You can get them if you want.
Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna just pull up the stream so I can see the chat.
All right. And man, what's happening? How's the stream sound? How's the sound? How's everything sound? What's going on? Just allowing the folks to get on in. I'm about to just share the stream out right now, actually. Everything is fine. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let me get this. Got some pretty good things to talk about per usual. Let me also put the thumbnail that I made. What you chewing on over there?
Starburst action.
Oh, classic. Throwback. All right. We're going to get started in just a moment here. Okay.
Studio P.
Here. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, good. All right. So, all right. I think. Actually, let me just put this over here so I have a. Yeah, I could just. Wait a minute. And put that there. Yeah. I got more control. Oh. Why doesn't it let me have a chat on this screen either? That doesn't make any sense. It gives me ad controls and stuff, but it don't give me a chat. That doesn't make sense. Because I gotta have a separate... Oh no, you know what I can do? I can just pop it up from here. Whoa! Did it say the stream finished? That should not have happened. Hold on. Oh wait, my bad. I'm looking at another link. Whoops. Okay. I was looking at like last week's. Okay. Let me pop this out so I have it right here. All right, and I'm gonna be switching over to us in 3, 2, 1. The transition's not working. What's going on here? There it is. Hey, welcome back, folks. Welcome back for another edition of the Daima Post Show. It's your boys here at the Full Power Podcast, coming at you live, literally live this time, with the Dragon Ball Daima Post Show. It's your boy Ooch. I'm here with my band brother Ooch right now. If you guys missed out on the reaction, definitely go and check that out. Unfortunately, I was not able to do it with you just because of scheduling and prior commitments and all that kind of stuff. But no less, we are here to, of course, open up and talk about that last episode of Dragon Ball Daima. Because I haven't even gotten a chance to talk about it with you, really, outside of like some text messages or whatever. And then after we talk about that and after we see, like, you know, what you guys are saying in the chat, then we can talk about some of the things that came out of Jump Festa, which I think you might have forgotten about. That it's the event that Japan holds every year that announces new things coming up in the next year, like for anime and manga and all that kind of stuff. So here we are. Episode 11, Majin Duu. What do you think of the character?
I mean, once I saw that he was fat, I was not impressed. But like, I mean, I wasn't even honestly impressed with like the Tamagami 1 fight, honestly. Like I'll call it like the prequel, or the second round
Yeah.
of them fighting. I wasn't like super impressed. I was just like, okay, type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, with his fighting style. Like both of these characters have weird fighting styles. It's like
Very unorthodox.
yeah, unorthodox. So I feel like Tamagami 1's gonna get used to it or something like that, and then like show his maybe show his like true potential or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know like what to expect necessarily from Ku and Duu. You know, so like, cause like if Tamagami 1 like shits on Duu, it's kind of what I'm expecting, to be honest.
Yeah.
But if he does, then Marba is gonna be surprised alongside Arinsu, right? That's her name. So I mean, and then at that point, who knows if they can fuse, to make the Majin Buu that we're actually looking for.
Yeah, so you were wondering if they're gonna fuse now.
At this point, because that was the last seed or whatever that they had to make another Majin Buu type being. So I feel like fusion's the only way, or the only thing left. The only identical feature I feel like that Duu has that Ku did not show was the fact that he wants chocolate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So maybe there could be an instance where, I don't know how he would do it because I didn't see like his like antenna thing or whatever, but like to make people into chocolate, for example. But if he was able to do that and absorb Ku in this instance, then that would be the cheat code, or like quote unquote fusion to get the Buu that we're looking for. That's the only thing I can kind of come up with to redeem another failure.
That's fair. Another failure. Yeah. What's going on, Super Saiyan Soft? How you guys doing? That's what you were thinking too. Yeah, I mean, going with the prediction of the fusion side of things, it's a possibility. I think that if we see Majin Duu continue to discover more of his abilities as the fights go on and whatnot, what would the predicament be? Like what position would he have to be put into to even think to do that?
I don't even know. He didn't even know how to use his own Kai Blast.
Yeah, his Ki Blast, he blew it up in his face.
Like, he was surprised about that ability or that feature, whatever you want to say. Yeah. So, if he finds out more throughout this battle with Tamagami 1, so be it. But like, I don't expect him to win this fight. So that's number one. I really don't know like what direction, this could potentially go, like, move towards and stuff.
Yeah.
Other than a potential absorption, because that is an ability of Buu. So if Duu is the one that, takes that, like that character in a sense, because he already started saying he wants chocolate and shit. So that's already like step one into like the right direction in a sense.
Yeah.
But now we need the next step as far as like an absorption play or something like that. I don't know how he's gonna like recognize that potential ability that he might have, but if not, then I don't know how they're gonna go about a potential absorption or fusion, so that way they can like redeem themselves and
So Ant-Man says the Boos fuse to get the last Dragon Ball once Goku and Ko get their second ball. How do you think about that?
He thinks wait, what? He fuses?
No, it's like a prediction, I think is what they're trying to say.
Mm.
I'm trying to see if I can get this. Oh, here we go. Do I have the? Let's see if if the chat highlighter will actually work. All right, I have something in front of me, so maybe we'll see. I guess to answer the question, or maybe respond to that, I think it would be interesting. But here's the thing. Like I was asking you, I think that what'll really have to happen is there needs to be something that would enable Duu to even be like, oh, let me try absorbing, you know what I'm saying? Because so far he's very monkey see monkey do. He's very Saiyan-like, if you will. And so we'll see how that goes, because I'm gonna want maybe it's a simple thing, like he just wants another piece of chocolate and he can't have one. Imagine if he absorbs Tamagami 1.
Nah, that would be retarded.
But guys, chat, back me up. What if? Imagine, and like that's what we're here for the post Daima show, because it's like, bro, like shit like that is, because the thing is, it's like you have to think. It's not even, when it comes to Dragon Ball, it's not even thinking outside the box. It's thinking like Toriyama. And how would Toriyama do something? He would put characters in a situation or a position where it's so like, what? Like you question, like, why are we doing something like that? And so I think Majin Duu would literally just be like, I want another piece of chocolate. And then Ku is like, bro, I don't have no more. And then he literally just gets angry, and by his anger and him thinking of he wanting chocolate accidentally turns either Ku into that chocolate, and that's how he absorbs him, or he turns Tamagami 1 into that chocolate, and thus becomes like Super Duu. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Or was saying that out loud actually sounds hilarious. Super Duu.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't like the Tamagami 1 absorption play, because then that complicates things to a whole nother level, because then essentially Duu would have the fucking Dragon Ball inside of him. Or you know what I mean? So like I would not want to go there.
I guess. But I mean, hey. It's just
yeah, Ant-Man knows what I'm saying.
absorbing them would absorb the Dragon Ball also. Oh, that is also
That's
true.
what I'm saying. Like I would not, like, I don't know if I would really want that.
Well, hold on. So Soft also asks, do you think Marba would put them back into the pot to fuse them? The funny thing about that is,
that would be funny.
It would be funny, but I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Because remember how after episode 10 we saw Ku fight and we're like, oh my god. And so then everyone was like, okay, it's back to the drawing board. But what ended up actually happening was they created an entirely different character. They didn't take Ku and try to upgrade him.
They literally just used the last essence of Boo.
Yeah, Ku is as is. You know what I'm saying? So
this shit is literally just reminding me of like failed versions of Gotenks, bro. Every time.
yeah, the fat tanks.
Fat tanks.
You were saying that last week too.
Ku's not like super skinny
Hi,
or
Crystal.
anything like that, but yeah, nah.
I mean,
third time's a charm, right? So
that's the hope.
If they're gonna give us a third opportunity for this character or characters, then hopefully.
So all right, so here's the funny thing. And this is like super head ass fan headcanon, because I know a lot of people. I don't know if you saw this, but there was a recent fake leak that started going around. And it was people just trying to excite themselves over nothing, per usual. That's how it goes. And essentially, what it was trying to tease was Janemba. You didn't see this fake leak?
Nah.
Let me see if I could. I'll try to pull it up on my phone
In
for
this
you.
series?
No. It was just someone made a fake ass thing. Here, let me see. I'm gonna try to Google it really quick, guys. So I could catch Brother Uch up to speed here. Fake. I'm gonna search fake DBS leak images. Yeah, it's this one right here. Boom.
Nah.
You guys remember this, right? Yeah, there it is. So people looked at that and they were just like, "Oh my God, it's Janemba's coming!" And then immediately, like, Geekdom, Chronicles, Hype, everyone's like, fake. Of course it's fake. I didn't believe it not 1 second. Now, of course,
it doesn't make sense in this
No.
plot.
Now, hold on. I bring this up for a good reason. Because people were also drawing some comparison. Majin Duu resembles the fat version of Janemba.
That Janemba was fat as fuck.
You know?
There's nowhere even
I know.
near.
I know. But you know how people are. They try to find something to like. They try to find something to cling on to because people still want to see their nostalgia brought to life. Listen. Ever since Broly, everyone's like, "Oh man, I want my favorite non-canon character to come into the canonical timeline, right?" And that's fine. It makes perfect sense. That's usually what happens in Dragon Ball. Yeah. But I don't think it's ever gonna be that simple. However, I like feeding into these ideas and theories sometimes just to make for some fun conversations and see how people because it's so funny how we can take something and be like, all right, well, here's how it could work. So if Duu discovers his ability to absorb or turn people into chocolate and then absorb them through that way, if he was to absorb Tamagami 1, like I had mentioned earlier, imagine how he would look. And guess what? Tamagami 1 already has a sword. It's like right there.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But there's no fucking way.
See, and that's what I'm talking about right there. Waiting for cooler. See, that is what I would like to call an educated type of answer right there. If you're waiting for cooler, you're waiting for the right character because that's the next one in line, I definitely think. But yeah, Janemba, personification of evil, all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
It should not be based off of Boo's creation.
No. I don't think so either. Saying. Yeah, no. I personally, I think that if they take any character from those movies and they try to bring them in, I think they need the Broly treatment. I don't want them to be repurposed through other characters that are similar to other characters. Like, obviously, the Duu and Ku are Buu based. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are based off of Buu. Mm-hmm. I would not want the Boos to become a Janemba. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that even makes sense.
Yeah. Jump Festa wasted 50 minutes of my life. We're actually going to talk about Jump Festa stuff pretty soon. I figured we just talk about all the Daima stuff first and get that out of the way since, Daima post show and everything like that. So aside from the Majin Duu fight, Vegeta fought Tamagami 2.
It wasn't that much. They didn't give it a lot of screen time, to be honest. I don't think, at least. It didn't feel like it was a lot of screen time.
No.
So
yeah, they were going back and forth.
Can't really base the fight too much. He didn't even turn Super Saiyan yet.
No,
so,
and that's the shitty part is that, and it's funny because Vegeta's theme song's playing right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, right? Shout out to Rifty. But yeah, the crazy part is that I've always loved Vegeta, right? He is, when you think about all the greatest characters, I think not even just in Dragon Ball, just in anime history, I think Vegeta has to be in that conversation. His story arc, his entire character, he goes through some of the greatest changes from how he was introduced to where he's at now. And even looking at him now in Daima, obviously this is taking place prior to the furthering of his character development in Super, what Super did for him. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I'm now even at the point where I'm like, bro, can Vegeta get a fucking break? It's like, think about it. Goku, he's the hero, the main character. Naturally, he's gonna get all the shine, the attention, the proper fight, no interruptions.
Yeah.
Here comes Vegeta's turn, and my man is out here fucking getting eaten by a kraken. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what are we doing? And it's like, I'm not like your typical Vegeta OD fan. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you love Vegeta, you love Vegeta. I love Vegeta. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's like, he gets hoed. It's like built in his character. It's like, why? Can this guy just get like you know what I'm saying? Like, because first Goku was already gonna be like, what do you mean? It's no fair. I want to fight him.
Yeah.
Bitch, you just fought the last one. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, I love Goku too, but I'm like, come on now. That's crazy. Like, someone in the comments on the reaction that I did, they were trying to tell me like something different. I'm like, no. I'm like, what's fair is that Goku's trying to pretend like, oh, that fight happened already. Like, now it's a new, you know. Come on, bro. Like, there's no justifying that. So the point, Vegeta gets his opportunity to finally be like, all right, Goku's had all this screen time. He's had all these on-screen chances. I mean, the only training we've seen Vegeta do was when he was still on Earth waiting to get taken, and my man was squatting. Like, he was already training for that gravity without even realizing it. So he was probably good off rip. Because Vegeta stays training. He's always ready.
Mm-hmm.
And much like Goku in his own way, right? But it's like, here we are, World 2, Tamagami 2, and the fight's going on, and so far, can't even shine.
No.
Can't even shine. So it's like, so now it leaves us wondering, and I asked this question during the reaction. It's like, is the fight continuing? Does the fight now get like thrown away? Does this count as a loss for Vegeta? And if so, is Goku just gonna step in and just be like, all right, I guess Vegeta's out for the count?
Nah, they barely even like started the fight. So like next episode, it's probably gonna like main it, I would say.
So do you think this is a moment? Like, this is gonna be episode 12. Now, also, guys, I'm gonna get to your comments in a second, but episode 12. It was in one of Geekdom's recent videos I was watching or listening to. And he points out, he goes, I'm pretty sure there's something special is going to happen in episode 12.
I mean, I would think so too.
Okay, well, okay.
The last episode wasn't like that special.
Well, no, you're right.
And we're fighting now, so
exactly.
Something should happen.
But now, let me say it again. Geekdom, the person who knows the most out of all of us, who has actual leaks, he did a video in July sharing said leaks, but also holding back certain things because he knew that those things, he knows that people are going to want to see it happen for their own eyes. So I now ask y'all, what is this special shit that's going to happen that is involving Vegeta? Because it's like, you know, this is one of those moments where it's like, okay, he gets eaten by a big fucking, you know, sea monster, Kraken. And he's in there. What's that going to do? It's going to piss him off. You know what happens when Saiyans get pissed off?
Mm-hmm.
They power up.
Of course.
And what if Vegeta is just disgraced and he's like, I'm finally here in the demon realm. And this motherfucker, Kakarot, already got the first Dragon Ball. And I can't even flex. And my wife is here. Imagine. What's that going to do to him?
But you think he's going to go Super Saiyan something or some shit?
Yes.
Or Super Saiyan like 3 or whatever?
I'm just saying. What if it happens? And now it would be crazy. But go ahead. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm just waiting for the episode to come out, to be honest.
You're not gonna hold your breath?
Nah, because like I haven't seen enough to like make those predictions, or you know, like I wouldn't expect Tamagami 2 to push Vegeta to that limit. Like, you know, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just expecting him to at least go Super Saiyan and see how that goes. And based on how the performance is. If he needs to go further, then that discussion
Right.
could be, made. But
I want to also bring up as a reminder, because right here, Ant-Man said, now I understand how y'all were hesitant about Goku and Vegeta versus the Kraken. Remember when Goku said to Vegeta, yeah, I don't think we can handle that.
mm-hmm.
That's a key point. And we even broke it down a little bit. We're just like, bro, what? Y'all are Saiyans. You
Right.
guys can destroy planets.
Mm-hmm.
So this Kraken is stronger than you? I think that this would be a shining moment for Vegeta to take out said Kraken and be like, what did you think, Kakarot? This is a fish type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
All right, let me get to some of your comments before we continue. Vegeta about to pull some surprises. I just got a feeling he will. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to agree. They have to give Black Frieza's defeat to Vegeta. You know what? Talk to him. Tell him. I mean, that'd be great.
That would be difficult.
Listen. It would make up for a lot. Just think about that. His own son has a win over Frieza.
Yeah.
Goku has a win
Frieza.
over Frieza. Okay? It's like, come on now. Vegeta needs something. Something to just really be like, because that would mean so much. It's like Frieza destroyed his whole race, his whole planet. And that, I feel like at that moment, it would be so cool. Imagine if, like, say Vegeta's the one that dishes the final blow and Goku lets it happen. And then Goku's like, wow, Vegeta, that was awesome. And then Vegeta was just like, because he hasn't said he's the Prince of all Saiyans in a long time. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, he hasn't said that for a long while, probably because something within his growth and his character probably is telling him, like, how am I the Prince of all Saiyans when there are no Saiyans, right? And now it's just a few of them. And then imagine if it's someone like Goku that tells Vegeta's like, nah, you're the king. Oh, come on now, come on. That shit would be crazy.
How can he be the king if he's not stronger than Goku?
But I'm saying it would be a nice gesture if Goku was to tell him that. Like, you're the king of all Saiyans.
I don't think he would. I don't know if Goku's that nice.
That'd be fucking awesome. That would be so cool. All right, let's see. What else are you guys saying real quick? Hold on. Let me see the chat better. There it is. Did I read this one? Do you think? No, yeah, I did read that one. Okay. Let me see. They gotta raise the tension before Vegeta goes crazy. Oh, Sparkin says great ape. So you need to see a tail.
Yeah.
You need to see a tail.
It's either that or like some defined moon or some shit that triggers it just because they're kids or some shit. I don't know. And then bring something out of them.
Yeah, Ant-Man says Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 busting out that Kraken. I think that something along those lines is going to have to happen. Whether it's a Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan 2.
Was the Kraken in the last episode that I missed or some shit?
What do you mean, 11?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? That's the one we're talking about.
Because he's fighting the second Tamagami.
He was fighting the Tamagami, but then the fight basically got paused because the Kraken came out and swallowed him.
Oh, shit.
Like
I totally missed that part.
Damn, what the fuck? Did you nod off or something?
I was like, I probably did, low-key.
Geekdom needs to be leaking cooler. Well, he needs the information first, right? Crystal says that's fucked up. Yeah, it is. Ant-Man says, my favorite way is Vegeta Hakai's Frieza or just kills him before he kills Beerus. That would be pretty interesting. I think Vegeta has a lot of respect for his dad that he'd rather stay as a prince. Okay, I can see that too. But yeah, I mean, even having the whole prince to king conversation when it comes to Vegeta, I think he would have to maybe go to like Universe 6 in order to truly feel like a king. Because they actually have the Saiyans over there still intact, right? And they don't got that shit over here. Let's see. Soft says, do you think he'd go Super Saiyan 3 before Super Saiyan 1? I'm only resistant because he hasn't transformed at all yet. Well, that's a good question. Let's see. In the opening, we see him going Super Saiyan, right? And that's the only time we've seen him transform thus far. So yes, I think that maybe he will have to at least go Super Saiyan first, and then he's gonna have to go further beyond. That'd be godlike and be interesting. And I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I definitely feel like we've talked about this, but it was brought up at some point on the podcast. Toriyama had old sketches of how he wanted to originally do Super Saiyan 3, and then his editors and whoever, they told him to fix it. And thus, he gave us the Super Saiyan 3 that we know and love. Like the design, the hair, and all that. It didn't always look like that, though. So my thought is, if they were to bring in Super Saiyan 3, and now that they're mini versions, he could probably get away with doing his original design for that Super Saiyan 3. And here's another way to look at it. It would be, in a way, upsetting when you think about it that this would be the first official time we're seeing Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3 because he's mini. Now think about that. I know that's going to piss off a lot of people because the first thing going to be is like, wow, he's Super Saiyan 3 as mini.
Mm-hmm.
However, this would directly differentiate what's already been established in non-canon things, aka the video games and heroes. Because guess what, guys? I hate to say this, but it's in those video games. It's in Heroes that we have already seen Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Mm-hmm. We've seen a lot of other characters with other Super Saiyan levels that they have never had in the official versions or in the official timelines. And I bring that up because that's usually an indicator of what they're not gonna do. So I'll give you another example. In Heroes, Cooler has a golden form. So if they ever bring Cooler in, I don't think he's gonna have a golden form, which is unfortunate because it's like, come on, how the fuck are you not gonna give that golden Cooler's OD? Like, that sounds crazy. But then the same thing applies to characters like Trunks. Like, bro, he could go Super Saiyan God. Future Trunks goes Super Saiyan God in Heroes.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Gohan goes Super Saiyan 4. Broly goes Super Saiyan 4. Like, they have all these different forms and shit. And that's why it's just like, damn. It's like, at some point, I'm just like, I wish this never happened because it kind of almost in a way ruins our chances. Now, obviously, they could go back on it. But, like, the way they do things and how they organize and structure everything is just very strange. So it's like, if you see it happen there, it's like almost the equivalent of, like, look at how we have yet to see Moro or Gas or Granola or the Heaters in anything official. Like, no merchandise, no toys, no games, no DLC, nothing. And that's because they have not made an anime appearance. It's just like a weird rule. That's why, like, people for years, for Dragon Ball FighterZ and for Xenoverse, they're like, oh man, where's Moro? Where's Moro? I'm like, guys, like, don't even waste your breath because until that character, it's like you need a trailer, at least a trailer first. At the very least, a trailer of the character. That way, it's like, there's the anime version, boom, then it'll happen.
Yeah.
You know? I told this story before, I'll tell it really quick again. We were at the Dragon Ball Super Broly premiere in New York City. Like, I think it was a week prior to the movie officially coming out in theaters. We were in line with our boy Yipes. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he is a very, very popular, well-known commentator and figurehead in the fighting game community. At the time, he was very involved with the Dragon Ball FighterZ commentary end and behind the scenes. I asked him in line. You were right next to me. You think Broly's gonna get in FighterZ? He goes, no. No hesitation, no. Straight up. And I was like, interesting. Okay. I didn't believe him. Because I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, they're going to capitalize on this. They have to. It's Broly. He's like one of the most popular characters of all time. And surely enough, later that month, they had a Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour event or something. And they shared the trailer for Season 2. Broly was in that bitch. So I was just like, as soon as they have the opportunity, they're gonna take full advantage. It's like Sparking Zero. You know they're gonna have all these Daima characters in that shit when all these DLCs come through. So that's the whole downside to the whole Super Saiyan 3 situation if it happens for Vegeta. It'll more than likely look like the original Toriyama design and not like how like Goku looks, for example.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's see. Do you believe Super Saiyan 4 will appear in Daima? 100%. You're skeptical?
Yeah. I mean, we're halfway in, so there's really not much left. So it's like, I feel like if it's gonna happen, it's gotta happen like sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Cause I don't see it happening like within like the last 2 episodes, 3 episodes of the season, or like of it finishing. Like I feel like if it's gonna happen, it might happen like 4 to 5 episodes beforehand or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless they're trying to make it like a finale type of thing.
Oh.
Which, I mean, go ahead, I guess. But that would be like super surprising if they did it that way. If they're, if it's actually gonna happen.
I'm just telling you right now, if and when it happens, I'm gonna be screaming.
Yeah, that would be hype. But
I will be
I don't want to
screaming.
I don't want to like indefinitely say it's gonna happen because there is a possibility where it doesn't happen, and then we're just like, oh, we hyped ourselves too much.
No, I get that too. There's the very realistic possibility of something like that happening where it's like, yes, we're hyping ourselves up because the show's so fun and it's just like it's doing so many different things and like why not? But man, that would be so sick.
Like, there's not enough information right now to just kind of guarantee it that it's gonna happen.
So I had a thought. So you know how like Neba, that's the other thing, that's the other point that I wanted to bring up that happened in the episode is that Neba joined the party, okay? And Neba is now there to be the person that will help them essentially do the chant for the Shenron, if you will, the dragon of the demon realm when they gather all 3 balls. Now, I want to also, side note, but deals with this same thing, I want to also mention that originally I thought that because of what we know of the Dragon Balls that exist in other parts of the universe, that they have certain restrictions on them, according to what happens in the manga. So, like when we saw in the one of the last arcs with like the granola arc, they had 2 Dragon Balls, and that's all they needed. There was just 2, and because it was just 2, that dragon, I forget his name already, was limited to what kind of wishes he can make. So therefore, I took that, and a lot of other fans did too. They were just like, oh, well, if it's not a full set of 7, but that's what we think. A full set has always been 7. Even the Super Dragon Balls are 7.
Yeah.
But then there's other, little sets, like 2, and now this one with 3. And we're just like immediately, oh, so maybe there's restrictions. No. These Dragon Balls may have even predated and pre-existed the Super fucking Dragon Balls. So if that's the case, then that means they predated the regular Dragon Balls that we know of. And if that's the case, then that means that these fucking Dragon Balls could be stronger than what we know them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to put that out there. But as far as Neba's concerned, he is now a part of this party. He's going to be the person to do the chant for them because he speaks Namekian. And what's going on? And Piccolo said, oh, he doesn't really know how to speak it anymore, which is crazy because Geekdom blew up his spot about that shit. He was like, that's bullshit because he was speaking Namekian in Dragon Ball and like at some other part, I think, as well. So it's like he kind of like debunked that as like a minor little plot hole, I guess. Yeah. Doesn't really bother me all that much. They're giving characters purpose, and Neba's purpose is to play that role. But I think he also has another role. In that I think we're gonna learn more about the Saiyans and the connection to the Namekians. And like they've been teasing the Saiyan Demon Realm connection for such a long while so far, and I feel like I'm hoping at least that there's going to be some sort of Namekian to Saiyan connection. There was some sort of a bond. I feel like the elder Namekians at some point way back in the day, they might have been able to like help the Saiyans in ways that the Saiyans could not help themselves. And this would also kind of go hand in hand with like the relationship that Piccolo even has with Gohan. And it's like we understood Gohan unlocking his beast form because he looked at Piccolo and he thought that he was dying and he had that bond with Piccolo, so therefore he unlocked Beast, right? But what if it was like there was a deeper meaning behind that too? It's because they had that connection, you know, on some Uchiha shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what if Neba is able to like, and he learns and recognizes like, oh, like you guys are Saiyans. Oh, cool. Like I knew some Saiyans once. And then like in their fight, they're struggling or not even. And he does one of those. Tails come out.
I mean, shit. I don't know. I ain't gonna far-fetch that, but if he's like equivalent to like a Dende, I guess, or like the other dude from Planet Namek that helped Gohan and Krillin like increase their power level. I forget his name.
Wow.
Perung? No,
that's the dragon.
That's the dragon.
Help us out, guys. The freaking the Namek, the Namekian on Namek that unlocked the potential of Krillin and Gohan. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. Holy shit.
Anyway, but that motherfucker.
Guru! Thank you.
I had a feeling it started with G.
Yeah.
But if he's like equivalent to like Guru or like a Dende, where he can unlock, you know, their potential, because Goku and Vegeta they've never been unlocked in that way. They've never been unlocked in that way.
No, they
do it on their own.
Yeah, exactly.
They do it on their own, self-training. Like if they were seeking more power and he's able to, you know, fulfill that for them potentially, maybe for an exchange, or I don't know what the deal would be, but that would be pretty interesting if like that's the way towards, you know, another power up, or Super Saiyan 4 in this case, I guess. But that would be very interesting, because like the potential alone could be the Tails to then yeah, like that could be the workaround for that could be the workaround if it's not moon oriented.
Yeah, I was originally saying that, you know, the atmosphere of the demon realm and the I guess, yeah, like just realistically, like the atmosphere of like how different it is. It could resemble the Blutz waves that the moon emitted that had the Saiyans tapping into that great ape form in the first place. Like that's what I was saying when Daima was like first starting, and I was like trying to make the connection of like, oh, like this is how the Saiyans also came from the demon realm, because they keep teasing it. It's like, come on, like it has to happen at this point. But you know, I digress. So let me see. Did I watch the trailer for Dragon Ball Deliverance episode 5? Not yet. I was actually trying to react to it on the new Twitch channel that I made for just reactions, but I unfortunately was having some technical difficulties, so I might have to hold back on doing stuff on that channel. I might just have to react to it regardless, not live or anything like that, or I might just have to re-rig my situation to better reflect the hardware that I'm working with, unfortunately. So but yeah, I have not seen it yet, and I definitely need to. Demon, you're all good. We're glad you're here now. Oh yes, Sparking brought up a good thing. So Neva was briefly singing the Dragon Ball opening in that episode. Yes, I didn't realize that when I was first watching it, but then when I was watching Geekdom's breakdown, he brought that up. I was like, holy shit, he was. He just wasn't singing it in like the same like at the same tempo or something. Like, yeah. Yeah, you about to watch that shit? All right, cool. Let us know. But yeah, guys, let us know if there's any other things like theories or speculation or predictions that you have going forward, or anything, any questions that you might have for us. Now's your time to ask. Do you have any other thoughts that you have from episode 11, or predictions that you might have for 12?
Nah, no crazy predictions. Just based off of episode 11. What that episode gave us. Just looking forward to episode 12. Maybe more hype. Yeah, I'm just looking for it to be more hype, more energy. Cause like, I feel like the last 2 episodes have been kind of like, like in regards to like the action and even like a little bit of the lore. Like it's not like crazy lore where it makes up for the episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking episode 12 will be like an energy type of episode to reel us back in a sense. At least I'm hoping. But should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Brother Uch has come a long way. You surely have. You've come a long way, dude. You used to, at first you were not about this show.
No.
Oh, you were so quiet before? I mean, he kind of still is, but yeah. I mean, you grew up. You got older. He's got a lot of hair on his face now and shit, so. Let's see. All right, so I mean, we can definitely talk about Jump Festa now, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about that I had mentioned. But I guess, yeah, the first thing that we'll talk about that came out of Jump Festa, and here's the big news for Dragon Ball Super. You ready? The manga's returning.
Okay, that's a start.
But
2027.
No. It is not that far along. It's returning in March. So
Super?
The manga.
Okay. Oh, the manga.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck about that.
And you're definitely not gonna give a fuck about where it's gonna take place. The preview image is Goten and Trunks as their teen forms.
Teen forms?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're with Clean God.
Clean God?
The superhero that they admired that inspired them to turn into the Saiyaman X1 and 2.
Oh, God.
So, this is a prequel of a prequel.
But so the manga ended off with Black Frieza, right?
No. Okay, you know what's crazy? Black Frieza made the debut in the manga in 2022.
What?
Think about how long ago that was.
2022.
2022 was when Black Frieza made his debut and one-shotted Goku and Vegeta in both their Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego forms.
What the fuck?
And we have not seen Black Frieza since.
So what was the last thing that was from the manga? What was the last thing that was shown?
So the last thing that was from the manga that was shown was that they were all having this grand battle royale training session. And it was like Gohan and Broly, and during that last chapter, Broly was seen being in control of himself.
So, but they're preparing to try to fight Frieza.
Yes,
they're training.
Yes, they are training towards that.
So they go from that to this teenage shit with Goten and Trunks.
I don't understand. It's supposed to be like a one shot. So a one shot is just a self-contained story that's just one big chapter, and presumably after that they're gonna move on to something else.
So they're just giving us filler. The first filler in a while.
It's gonna be official though. It's gonna be official though. Let's see. Did y'all hear about the fan-made teaser talking about the God Butcher arc? I thought it was real because the art looked so familiar. He was dark red and kind of had the same arm as Majin Buu and had the demon sword. Yeah, we talked about that fake leak earlier in the stream. Yeah.
It was fake.
That shit was fake as fuck. I didn't buy it at all. One of the last panels we had by Toriyama was Piccolo looking back at us, waving goodbye, picking up Pan from school. I do remember that. Yeah, that was also in that same chapter that we were talking about. But yeah, I don't think, as far as, let's see. Oh, what's this? Okay, so it says here, the cast of Dragon Ball Daima, led by Masako Nozawa, came together to share behind-the-scenes stories. A new box set for the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball was also shown off. Well, I'm definitely buying that shit. I hope they make it localized, or at least put like an English subtitled track on there. But yeah, I can also I have a list of things that they had announced also during Jump Festa. I'll you know what? I'll just go from the top. And well, from memory, I know this is one thing that I know that I'm hype as fuck for. They're remastering Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Generation X in 2025. I'm very fucking stoked about that. Can't wait for that shit. Let's see. Okay, so Jujutsu Kaisen fans.
Yo, have you seen that solo level and shit?
The new one? It came out?
It didn't come out yet, but season 2 trailer.
Oh, I haven't seen it, no.
That shit's all over Twitter. Apparently, it's like it broke a record.
Really? Like views?
Yeah, it's like top 4.
No,
like it's alongside One Piece, Juju.
I might have to watch that. I might have to
something.
react to it.
But that shit is gonna be gas.
Yeah. Season 2 will blow the internet. Yeah, I miss Toriyama as well. You know, it's funny. This is a side note from Jump Festa stuff that we're trying to talk about. I actually want to make it a point to like try to collect all of Toriyama's stuff, like all the manga he's made and shit like that. And I already started. I already got the Sandland manga. It's like 1 volume. I watched the movie like like last month or whatever. And I actually I already started playing Dragon Quest. I beat the first one. I started the second one. I definitely want to play Chrono Trigger, and I want to get Dr. Slump, and I want to buy every single edition of the Dragon Ball manga, like the Z box, the Dragon box, the 3-in-1s, the Viz Bigs, the full colors. I want all of it, and then I want it in Japanese to have a full fucking shelf of just fucking Toriyama's shit. But anyways, Jujutsu Kaisen fans were hoping for information on the previously announced Culling Game anime, and their expectations were fulfilled as a teaser visual for the sequel was announced. The Hidden Inventory Premature Death recap movie also got an update in the form of a visual and a May 30th, 2025 premiere date. The recently ended Jujutsu Kaisen manga is getting a new 16-page epilogue. So that's interesting because the Jujutsu Kaisen fans, last time we talked about Jujutsu Kaisen here on this podcast, were not happy. Kai,
I remember, yeah,
had a whole rant on the phone with me, telling me how he told me, don't even bother. Straight up, he said, don't even bother with it anymore. Don't even waste your time. I'm like, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That is so heartbreaking. He was on here telling us week after week how fucking good it was.
I mean, it is good.
And it is good. And he sold us like he was putting us on. And I was like, because he's our friend, very close. I respect his opinions. I was like, okay. I gave him all a fair shit. I followed his every step. He goes, bro, first of all, when that second season comes, don't start it. He goes, matter of fact, you can watch the first few episodes and then watch 0. Yeah. And then come back. I'm like, or no, watch the movie and then watch the first. And I was like, okay, Jujutsu kind of fire. And now he comes and tells me, bro, no, manga sucks. Ending sucked. And it was a case of the mangaka essentially wrote himself into not a corner, but I guess he wrote too much. Like he wrote too ahead of himself, too much for him to handle, which is very alarming.
That's interesting.
Yeah, right?
How do you do that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know. I've collected the Blu-rays of DBZ 3 times and the movies 1 time. We have the orange bricks, and I have the full Blu-ray set that came in a box. I actually, funny enough, I actually wanted to. I guess I have a purpose to collect the Dragon Ball Z Kai Blu-rays because I didn't realize this, but Dragon Ball Z Kai is actually is the most updated and more accurate version of Dragon Ball Z if you were to want to rewatch it, because when they redubbed it, they didn't change any of the fucking script as much. So all of the original intended script that happens in the original Japanese sub stayed true in this new English version. I will say though, obviously it's not gonna have that Bruce Faulkner score, and that's what we grew up with. So it'll be, it'll be a new experience to watch Dragon Ball Z over again as it was, shown in Japanese television. But it's like, what about my television? Where's my fucking Hercule theme? Where's my Super Saiyan 3 theme? You know what I'm saying? Like, all that's not gonna be there. And the funny thing is, I shuffled my liked songs on Spotify, and I had liked the Bruce Faulkner album that's on there. And so I was randomly hearing songs from Dragon Ball Z that I haven't heard in years. And I was like, man, this shit hit too. Like, not all the songs. Like, some songs were not good. But, like, yeah. I really think the Faulkner score is the way to watch it. Hey, you can say that again. I will say, there's going to be a segment that I'm going to introduce soon. I have to, like, write it out and stuff. But it's gonna be called something along the lines of Remember What You Love. And we're going to basically just watch clips back of things from what we remember, how we remembered it. Not this, no, this is the proper way to do it. Listen, that's fine. We can do both. Okay? I'm trying to teach people that you can enjoy all of it. Listen, back when I was in first grade, I used to have friends that would sit on this side and on this side and in front of me. Some of these motherfuckers would be categorized by, oh, they're only talking about Pokemon. Oh, these motherfuckers are only talking about Digimon. Why can't we just enjoy both? Oh, no, Pokemon's whack. Oh, no, Digimon's whack. Now, fuck both, all of y'all. There's shit to enjoy and appreciate out of all things. So this is like, listen, enjoy your sub. I'm going to also enjoy my dub.
Yeah.
But I will also go into it knowing that some of the dialogue may not be accurate, and that's fine. I mean, listen, we're all conditioned to say Super Saiyan, which is wrong. The only time you ever hear Super Saiyan properly pronounced is on New Year's. Oh, no. I'm sorry. On the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. When the Goku float goes by and the fucking announcer dude is, and here comes Goku in his Super Saiyan blue form. and that's the only motherfucker who says it right.
Saiyan.
Yeah, but look at how the Japanese say it. Super Saiyajin.
Yeah.
So.
And just take out the J.
Take out the J. Take out the Jin. I didn't like the ending for a different reason, but I can't spoil. Yeah, please don't spoil. I enjoy Kai as it looks better, but there's some lines from the original Z that's better. Another fighter you could have saved, said by Cell after stepping on 16. Yeah, so there's certain lines that, they do get changed up, and that's also because some things, and I don't know if this example that you present is exactly that. But it's more along the lines of like the Japanese language to the English language, because of the cultural differences, there's not always a direct one-to-one translation. And that's why certain things have to be interpreted and then changed for our version, because back in the day, I don't know if you remember this, but like a lot of anime, what would they be seen eating? Like these characters, what would they be seen eating? The fucking the rice balls, right? The the ones that were white with the black stripe in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's called an onigiri, right? But back in the day, they would always call them like jelly donuts or some bullshit. I remember in Pokemon, that's what I think brought. Oh, look at the jelly donuts. I'm like, back then we didn't, okay, whatever. But like when you look back at it now, it's like they really treated us like we were fucking all stupid. Like we couldn't just accept the cultural differences and they just try to change everything to Americanize it, thinking like, oh, we're not going to understand it either way. Motherfucker, we were there to watch the fights and all the cool shit. Like, half the time, we didn't even know what the hell they were saying as it is. Like, the innuendos and the jokes and this and that. Like, you know? Like, if you were to go watch Dragon Ball now, oh my God, it's crazy. Like if you show Dragon Ball to the wrong person, that shit'll get canceled. Like Master Roshi, he'll get canceled. Easy. Can't. All right. Let me run through more shit from what do you call that? From Jump Festa that might pique our interest. Okay. You want to talk about Toriyama? This has nothing to do with Toriyama, but it reminds me of Toriyama. Want to know why? Because it's a comedy manga that I've actually read. Not fully, but it's a comedy series in Shonen Jump called Me and Roboco. It's a fucking funny-ass story. It's about a kid who, they live in a world where they have like these robots that are like maids, kind of. Or I guess they're like more like helper robots, right? And they're expensive. So usually, like, you know, the kids that have money, their parents got money, they have like a Roboco. And the Roboco's there with them and helping them out and stuff like that. And a lot of them are like, you know, attractive or whatever. And so the main character, he's like, oh, like, I can't wait to get a Roboco. He finally gets a Roboco. And it's like a not so pretty version. Yeah. It's like a bigger Roboco. And he like makes fun of her, and he's like, oh man, like, how come I got you, like everyone. And so it becomes a story of she cares about him and wants to like help him, protect him, and then he realizes, oh, she's a really nice robot, and then he ends up sticking up for her. So it's like a cool little relationship, but it's fucking funny because of the shit that happens. And I'm actually happy that it's still going on. And I bring it up because it reminds me of Toriyama, because Toriyama thrived off of his comedy manga. And this is another comedy manga. So the upcoming Me and Roboco movie revealed that Mayumi Tanaka is joining the cast as a Luffy-inspired Roboco. A trailer and a visual introducing a character were revealed. So I'm very excited for that. So we're getting a Me and Roboco movie, not just a fucking TV show. That's actually kind of sick. Oh, this is for you. The Prince of Tennis 2.
Yeah.
Or New Prince of Tennis is, as it is known in Japan, announced that it will hold its Tenipuri Cheer event for the first time in almost 2 years. The event is taking place on September 20, 2025. The final episode of the currently ongoing anime airs on December 25th. That's Christmas.
Season 2?
I didn't realize Prince of Tennis was still going on.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I remember I just binge watched the whole season 1 of like 50 episodes or whatever the case may be, but then that was when it was on pause. So it's been like a long time.
Yeah, I haven't been on in a long time. Okay, Wisdom of the Demon says, almost forgot to ask, did Brother Uch make that beat from the last reaction of Dragon Ball Daima at the end? No, so that's some shit I found off YouTube. I think I put the link in the description, and if not, I'll have to put it in there. But a lot of people now are making like Daima remixes and stuff. And I've been telling this guy to make fucking anime mixes, but he doesn't want to. So, you know, y'all gotta tell him now.
I only have a few in the vault. The one I really have is the Ultra Instinct one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. MS says, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You have that one. I think I sent it to you.
You're gonna have to show it to me again, just in case.
Yeah.
Toriyama is my king. He's everyone's king. I am correct. In the manga, I have the 3-in-1s. Cell degrades 16 rather than guilting Gohan. Yeah. Now, brother, yes, I agree. People are saying that you gotta make some anime mixes, and I'm not saying like you gotta sample them shits. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take a song that's known and then just add your flavors to it.
Yeah, I mean, majority of my flavor is the drums. That's where I
yeah,
get the beef.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. So you remember Hell's Paradise?
Yeah.
So we started that. I don't know if you finished it on your own.
So I was like at least halfway, and then like I just kind of put it on in the back, kind of like I tried watching it, but I was just kind of like fading, like actually like sleeping. So like, it wasn't on purpose. It doesn't mean it was shit. Like I enjoy Hell's Paradise, so I'd have to like watch like halfway through the rest of it.
I definitely want to pick it back up, but I haven't really had an opportunity to do so. But yeah, it's been on my mind. But yeah, so Hell's Paradise Jigokuraku anime revealed a trailer and January 2026 premiere date for the upcoming season 2. Damn, so that's not even coming out next year.
They're continuing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Studio
shit.
Mappa is animating it. Mappa's...
I didn't know. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, here goes Dr. Stone. Science Future recently revealed a new trailer which was shown off to the audience at the Jump Studio stage. The final season of the anime will run for 3 cours. Damn, is Dr. Stone done in the manga? Does anyone know?
No.
Let's see. So, okay, so Dan to Dan. Have you started that one? I don't know if you'd like that one.
I don't think I would.
I watched the first episode. It was kind of crazy in a weird way. I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people love it. I read the first chapter when it first came out, and I thought it was like, okay, it was whatever. It's different. It deals with ghost spirits and aliens. So it's like the 2 themes are combined in this show. And the main characters is like a nerdy guy and like a girl who's trying to have a boyfriend. So the dynamic is very interesting, to say the least. But yes, here at Jump Festa, Dan to Dan had already announced its sequel, and the cast gathered to look back on the highlights of the first season. The second season is scheduled to air in July of 2025. A teaser trailer for the second season was revealed along with the announcement for a pop-up shop.
Cool.
I read the Dragon Ball stuff already, and oh, here we go. My Hero Academia revealed a fall 2025 release date for season 8, the final season.
That's tough.
Ooh,
That's tough to hear.
that is tough to hear. I can't believe it's
already
well, no, because
there.
the manga ended already. I forgot about that. I don't know how it ends. I actually, no spoilers, of course, but I need to finish it. I need to just find where I left off and just fucking read it through to see how it ends.
All good things must come to an end, I guess.
Yeah, but you know what the weird thing is though?
Just
is
like Naruto, man.
but let's think about it. Naruto started in 99 in the manga. The anime debuted a couple years after, I feel like. And look how long it lasted. You know, My Hero, I don't feel like hasn't even been around for that long.
I feel like a lot of these creators are just, I don't know what it is, but like, I don't know if, I think longevity is just hard to maintain at this point for some of these creators.
It looks like it.
Because Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece have been the only animes I would respectively say that have that longevity. Like, you know, multiple seasons. multiple seasons.
Stories.
Not like
and arcs.
Not like, you know, I mean, 8 seasons is pretty good. I mean, but it feels short because of the episode lengths or like the episode amount per season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember how much like Naruto was like per season.
So okay.
It was just a lot of episodes.
Shippuden had 500 episodes.
Yeah.
That's just Shippuden.
How many seasons is that?
In the double digits.
Yeah, exactly.
I could tell you that right now.
100%.
And you know how I know it was 500 episodes? Because we reacted to the 500th episode. And that was the last one. And then Vanilla Naruto had 220.
Yeah. So it's longevity right there. So it's just like, you know, my hero's already ending. And I don't know how to feel, bro.
I don't know how to feel either because like I said, like that was a show that I really was thinking that it was gonna be one of those that lasted a long time because of the theme. It was about superheroes. There's no other like series like that. You know, this was like the first big successful story that was mainstream, that was different from a lot of all the other things that already existed. Like we've seen superhero themes and characters in other things. Like Dragon Ball has like the Saiyaman characters and like the Pride Troopers, the Ginyu Force and all that shit. And usually in other shows, those types of characters are usually comedy characters. They don't usually ever have their own show. My Hero Academia was created by Horikoshi Sensei. Literally, his inspiration, X-Men, Marvel, straight
I mean, it
up.
shows.
And it shows. And I'm like, I need this guy to just be cooking. And it's over already. So hold on. So the panel was attended by Daiki Yamashita, who voices Deku, Nobuhiko Okamoto, Bakugo, and Yuki Kaji, Shoto, and Kenta Miyake, All Might. In the end, a TV anime adaptation was announced for My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Oh!
What was that?
Okay, so Vigilantes is a spin-off manga. And see, and this is the other thing that I've also realized in the last, like, decade, is that popular manga immediately gets spin-offs. Immediately gets
what's the
spin-offs.
Spin-off.
A spin-off is like, it's like a side story, but it's canon.
Okay.
You know? And it just...
So it's like what Fairy Tail is doing, maybe?
What is Fairy Tail doing? I don't know.
Well, so Fairy Tail ended a long time ago. Like,
Yeah.
it ended a long time ago. This was like when I was in high school type shit. Like, so Fairy Tail ended. I was waiting for it to, like, because I always knew there had to be more, because there was literally, by the time it ended, there was one mission, one quest that needed to be fulfilled, and it was the final one or whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's anime.
Yeah.
Like, they're going through that quest.
Yeah.
So it kind of like it rejuvenated the
Mm-hmm.
anime, back to life type of thing. So I don't know if that's what
I don't...
like. Essentially, this last quest for Fairy Tail is literally the it's the last mission.
Well, I don't
It's like
think
the
that's
last.
a spin-off.
It's the last storyline, I guess, or it's like the extra.
Well, yeah, I just think that's...
I don't know. That's just continue.
Yeah,
you
like,
think?
so basically, Vigilantes started very soon into My Hero's inception. Like, I remember My Hero Academia was going on for, like, however many chapters it was going on. Like, at the beginning, like, within its first year, Vigilantes came out.
Okay.
I'm like, what the fuck? And that's not even it. They got, like, other side jauns, too, like Special Hero Team-Up Mission and all that other shit. And so, I'm surprised. But it makes sense, because it's like, bro, when the hell were they going to do the Vigilantes anime? So, we'll see what happens. Other than that, because I know we have to wrap up. But Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War arc, The Conflict, revealed preview images and synopsis for the upcoming 1-hour finale special.
Finale? They're making it a movie?
No. This is Core 3. So this is the finale for Core 3. There's supposed to be 4 cores.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So I was about to fucking shit myself.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
Just got that shit back, and now it's about to go.
Nah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Okay, so it looks like we're getting Chainsaw Man Season 2. I still need to finish that one, too. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's okay, they're making a Haikyuu theme park. That's nice.
All right.
That's cool. Elusive Samurai. Didn't this just get a fucking... Oh, never mind. Oh, what's this? Kana Hanazawa, Nobuhiko Okamoto, Jun Fukuyama, and Hiroshi Kamiya are part of the Blue Exorcist. Jump Fest at 25 stage. The new arc of the anime begins in January.
Blue Exorcist? What season is this? 3?
Probably 4, I think. If I don't even know. I haven't been watching it.
Wow. I remember I got hooked on season 1 and then I fell off on season 2.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the fuck was going on in season 2. It's like they reverted.
Oh,
back.
yeah. I think, I don't know what
get
happened with that.
It's like Jujutsu Kaisen in a sense. Like season 1 is season 1 and then season 2 like goes back in the past type shit.
Yeah.
That's literally Blue Exorcist.
Yeah.
And I fell off. But I might need to try to get back.
There's a lot of anime that I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get back into any of this. Or find the time, really. The previously announced second season of the Kaiju number 8 anime is scheduled for July 2025, as they announced with a teaser visual.
Oh yeah, Kaiju.
I
need that back.
That's July. So I think when Kaiju comes back, and I don't think there will be any Dragon Ball. Maybe we should react to that when it comes back, because that was pretty fucking hype.
Oh, Kaiju.
Oh, and I know it gets better because I've read the manga.
You didn't even have to tell me.
Oh, okay, good.
You didn't have to tell me.
Yo, do you remember World Trigger?
Yeah. I don't. Why, it's coming back?
Let's see. They did a live reading session. B rank Wars arc stage play. Oh, it's a stage play. Never mind. It's stage. Japan loves doing stage plays of shit. So it's like Broadway.
I would like to try to get back on that because I stopped and I don't know if it was because there was another anime that was either coming out or continuing that I was more interested in, and I put it on pause. But I know from what I remember, it was good. It was just lengthy.
Mm-hmm. Last but not least, the anime for One Piece resumes in April after a months-long hiatus. So, all right, well, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, I want to thank you guys all for tuning in to this edition of the Daima Post Show. Also, keep in mind of the reactions coming up on Friday. We're going to Dad's, which means we'll be able to react with IQ Ooch.
Something like that.
Possibly, right? I'll ding that. So look forward to that. We have not had... Think about the last time we reacted with this. If I do a side-by-side comparison, he was a kid. He was little Ooch.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's been that long. It might not seem that long for you, but when you see... Like, first of all...
I feel like he was in high school, at least. Like, no?
No,
because we've been there. I feel like we've recorded shit.
It's been that long, Brandon. I'm telling you. If we got people coming in and leaving a comment saying like, "Man, I remember when I watched you guys in middle school," and they're like, "I'm in college now."
Yeah, right.
I'm like, okay, like that's crazy. But yeah, that's how it goes. So thank you guys again. Reminders: check the links in the description for the my other channel to where we do the reactions for, and then new episodes should resume on Saturdays. Well, it's gonna be interesting just because of the holidays and all that stuff, but we'll see if I can make something work for the weekend. But yeah, episode 12 coming up, so keep your thoughts and your theories, your predictions locked in. And thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. You got anything for them?
Stay fresh, stay clean. Nice fucking cologne.
All right, let's get it. And we'll be back for another edition of the Post Daima Show and all the other content coming your way. I might be streaming on my channel on Twitch if you guys want to hang out while I figure out what the hell I'm going to play. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, have a good night. See you.